It's Redbeard here. Hey, look, a lot been going on. Chassis coming together. Pretty happy with it, man. But now we're down to that part I've been dreading. And I can do all the work in the world, and if it won't align, it's no good, right? So I was hoping to get further along this weekend. I've run into probably more my own mental block, like overthinking this stuff. But what I'm trying to do is build some adjustability into all this. So every measurement I got, I am fairly confident I'm within a quarter inch front to back, side to side. Everything's good. What is making me a little bit nervous is setting the wheelbase off of the subframes, and I don't even have the A-arms and stuff. So I'm using clamps and whatnot to hold the spindles straight, knuckles, whatever you want to call them. And so there's some human error could be there. I think I did the math. I think I mathed the math good enough. But what I've done is I bought some pretty slick C-channel the other day. And I'm using that to make the tabs off of this chassis. And you can see these down here. I'll do a little walk around in a bit and show you how we're going to brace all them in. But what I've done is eccentric the holes all the way around to give me up to a ½ inch side to side and a quarter inch front to back. So when we get to the alignment rack, once I get my upper A-arms built and the rear bracing in for the subframe, I'm going to take it up and get it aligned. And what we'll do on the alignment rack is I'll be able to loosen the torque on the bolts and shift it, the whole subframe, where it needs to be. Now the upper A-arms could be an issue. I'll do the same to them if I need to. I'll eccentric the holes. And what I'm doing is cutting a quarter-inch plate, oversized washers. So once we get it all squared up on the alignment rack, I'll tow it home, roll it off in the garage with everything tight, and weld all those half-inch washers, quarter-inch washers in. And then everything should be locked in and close enough we can get it with the adjustable links. So that's kind of where we're at. It's kind of where we're going. Man, I got to tell you, I can't say it enough. I'm so excited to be to this point. I feel I'm making pretty good progress, actually, for just starting on the jig table in 1st of February. I don't think I'm doing too bad. Obviously, I'd like to be further along, but that's how it is. So anyway, guys, appreciate you watching. If you would, continue to watch, tell your buddies about it. I think this is actually going to be something fairly cool when it's done. I had hoped to sling the engine in and start making motor mounts this weekend. I have had the chassis back under the body. It's close. It's going to be really close. I got to plate in 2 more sections back there because, of course, my you got the rear body mounts, no problem. The next set forward lands just in front of my plate, so I got to plate that section so I can get those body mounts how I want them. And the chassis right now is parallel, all front to back, and then I had the subframe parallel to make my mounts. I do believe we're going to be a hair lower at full drop with the airbags when it's done. But in this rear right now, is the suspension bushings have it where it's at because there's no more weight back there. When the body's on, I think it will sit a little bit lower. I do have the option underneath here without going full C-channel on this. I really don't want to C-channel it. But I've got a couple options I'm looking at. I'm looking at leaving the firewall, mounting it to the chassis, doing like the Crown Vic F100 builds, right? Like flanging floor pan to the chassis and then mount my seats and everything and then flange the body down over it. That'll make putting the roll cage in a lot easier. And there's a few things about that design I kind of like. So that may be in the carts. So you got to change out the front floorboards anyway because, like I've said before, you got a 40-year-old rig. If the door seals are leaking, you might want to adjust the hinges and not just keep adding weather stripping. That's not the answer. So, not upset about the floorboards though, because my goal is to get it as low as I can get it with the hood still closing over the engine and the cross brace. It'll have that brace over it to support this upper structure I have to build here in the front. And want to get it like the chassis height. I can't do much with at this point. I did get a lot of height out by the way I bent it. I'm pretty happy with where we're at on that. but I do have the option to get the body a little bit lower down onto the chassis, simply by trimming out some of the body mounts and making my own. So, kind of where I'm at. I'll catch you up later on this evening when we get a little bit more work done. Hey guys, I'm back, dude. It's been a long night, man. I feel like I should have been further along than what I am. But what's cool is there's no more ratchet strap or blocks of wood holding up the front end. So everything is in here, and I built in some adjustability. Man, we're going to be really good shape when it comes time for alignment. I'm going to be honest, she's going to need a little time on the cleanup table here at the end. We'll get everything touched up, filled in, plated. It's going to be all right. But look, on a serious note, today's an odd day for me. Today is the 1 year anniversary of I thought I was getting pneumonia, and it was stage 4 heart failure. So it's a big day. Not one I enjoy, but it is big in that here we are 1 year out. I'm back at it. I think I'm back. I really don't know what my limitations are at this point. Still going through a lot of testing. We don't have any answers for what caused it, where it's going, why so much has changed. Anyway, God is good. He's taking care of me. Obviously, I got more stuff to do, so I'm still here to do it. Anyway, I doubt this is what I'm here to do, but this is what I'm here doing. So let me get the camera, and we'll do a little walkthrough, and we'll go from there. All right, guys. So look, this is the front end of the chassis here. I'm using a 2022 Dodge Hellcat Charger front end. And the reason I'm using the sub chassis, the sub frames, instead of doing my own mock-up is the geometry is already done. And I've ridden a bunch of Hellcats, and I like the way they run. So I'm not going to try to make up for that. I don't think I could do better. So let's just use what they got. So I've got all the parts. I say all the parts. I've got the wrong struts. But new ball joints, new suspension links. You can see here the front and rear tabs are in. Like I said, the goal is we got about a 1/4 inch front to back play in the way I built these misalignments, and about a 1/2 inch side to side. So we're going to be pretty good shape, I feel, when it comes time for alignment. So it doesn't look like much, but she's braced in there, tied in there. I don't have to worry about losing any ground at this point. Now the rear end is still just 2-tabbed in there, and the body's sitting crooked over top of it. It's just totally throwing me off. That's one of the biggest challenges to this project is there are no straight angles to look at. So it's constant vertigo looking this rig over. But guys, it's coming together. And I didn't get the body on this weekend. I got a plate this section right here for some body mounts. But in order to do that, I need to make the mounts for the rear suspension. You see those down there. And hopefully this view right here will show everybody what I was going for when I bent this suspension, this chassis up like I did. I got a lot of questions about why I did all this. Well, here it is, guys. Look at that, straight down on it. It was designed to contour all that. So there's a method to the madness. I don't know if it's a good method or not, but it's there. And man, that body sitting crooked is really driving me nuts. But anyway, like a pirate on a pier, you know what's that wheel for? The other pirate had a ship wheel on his waist, and he said, "I don't know, but it's driving me nuts." And that's kind of where I'm at with all these angles and everything offset. Anyway, I've been building it all with angle blocks, square to the table. Down here on the ground, I've been squaring it off itself. That's all I got, man. Anyway, I think we get some weight on it, get everything set in. It's going to look pretty hot. I think it's going to work. I really, really am pretty satisfied with where I'm at. A lot of cleaning up to do, a lot of touching up to do. Yeah, she's not done. She's nowhere near done. But she's far better than she should be. And we just started like February 1st. We welded up the jigs on the table. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. If anybody cares, I destroyed the casters on my lift table this week. So I ripped some 3-inch C-channel and built it all bolt on. Got some new heavy duty, hopefully heavier duty casters bolted on here. And the point of this is, I don't want the table moving when I'm working on it, but I want to be able to drop it down to the ground and roll it as I need to. So I'm hoping the juice is worth a squeeze, because the original casters did not hold up very well. Let me show you right here. Yeah, she didn't like it. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you're enjoying it. We'll talk to you later.